All right, guys, we're going to talk about seasonal, and I've really crushed it with seasonal, of course, and I had super seasonal. I had cyclical once every, not even that. I had once every 7 years. Anyways, let's go on to this. I see seasonal as one of the best opportunities, and it's also not the easiest, so I don't suggest that beginners get into seasonal, but there's definitely opportunity there. So why is there opportunity here? Let me show you guys. So essentially, this is the way that it goes every year, okay? Fundamental reason why it works. When we are right here, okay, on this graph of sales, the product research tools don't show these as great ideas because there's no sales, okay? And when you're right here, they don't either. Now, when we're right here, they do show as great, but everybody says, that's seasonal and whatever. That people just aren't patient enough to plan ahead for a year, and the tools don't spit them out here, and it's harder to do research right here and right here. And you got to source it, ahead of time, and you have to accurately do it. Why else does it work? Because everybody has fear. Everybody's afraid. Everybody always told me with the eclipse, well, you're going to end up with a bunch of inventory that you don't sell. Well, guess what? Everybody else thought that, and I was the last person with inventory left. I sold out on the last day because I accurately forecasted my inventory. Now, inventory forecasting is huge in seasonal, so you have to be very good at that and know what you're doing. But the great thing is basically, with seasonal, demand goes like this, okay? It keeps going up and up and up. What happens to supply? Supply goes like this. And what happens right here is the price. You can raise the price higher and higher and higher because you're the last person left. Eventually, you're the only person left on the market. That's what's pretty neat about it. You know what else is great? There's not as many people doing it. So guess what? There is basically no innovation. So you can come in and solve unsolved customer needs because needs are changing every year with seasonal because it's been a year since the last products were created. And a lot of the times people just don't go into this. They don't innovate. It's hard to see what the needs are and whatnot. So there's product opportunities left and right. And the nice thing I like about them is all the sales come at once. So essentially, you might sell just as much as you would with a product that's going year round like this, okay? But you get the same amount of sales in like 2 to 3 months. So you're able to grow a lot faster. There's higher margins. There's less innovation. There's a lot of great things about seasonal. But guess what? How do you know what to sell? How do you know how much to source? That's where the big trick is, okay? So essentially, there's huge opportunity in seasonal, but you've got to just really know what you're doing. And essentially, what you could do is you could historically look at the keywords for this. If you guys want to know more about seasonal, please let me know, and I'll make more in-depth videos explaining how to properly do seasonal products. But I'm only going to make that if you guys actually want it. I don't want to spend much time if nobody wants it, but I think it's a great opportunity. So the general thing here is that you need to find out all the keywords here and what people have looked for in the past. And then you have to source it ahead of time properly and try to estimate generally how many you sell. What is the best way to do this? Now, the best way to do this is you actually have to do it a year ahead of time, because that way you can go ahead and you look at the sales, you find all the keywords when they're hot, you collect this all, and then now you have that data, and then you use that to innovate throughout that next year, and then you're ready for the next seasonal opportunity or for the next season that comes within the seasonal product. So that's essentially how you do it. It's a lot easier to compete. And wait, why is it such a good opportunity? Well, because Amazon says, what's the best selling product for this word? Okay? So we've already explained that Amazon always ranks products based off of what is the best selling for this word. But seasonal goes like this. So when it's way down here, it's not that hard to rank at the top. You just buy PPC and there's only a couple sales a day. So nobody's buying, so it's easy to stay at the top. Well, then what happens is when you're at the top, you get all the organic sales. So if you differentiate, make a better product, and you start ranking at the top for like basically no cost, what happens is you ride the wave up. And at each part of this, you stay ranking at the top because you're getting all these free organic sales along the way up. And then essentially you don't have to do any launches. And here's the trick. Every year it's new. So there's always normally the problem is in normal markets, it goes like this. And okay, well, these other guys are already selling 10 units a day. So you have to come in and outspend them and outcompete them. Okay, well now, but that's a little bit different with seasonal because And, essentially when it's going, there's one sale a day that your competitors are doing. So you just have to get one sale a day to get up there at the top and match them. And then now you ride that wave up. So it's much easier to rank. There's less competition. There's less innovation. There's higher profit margins. All of it's great. It's just harder. So, yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more about seasonal. I think it's an amazing opportunity, but you got to know what you're doing. All right. Thanks, guys.